Hi, and welcome back to our class. Siyempre, nandito na tayo. We are wrapping up the lesson 2 of our course module for art appreciation. No? This is available at the supply office in case you'd like to get a hold of this book. We are required to have this book actually. So, lahat ng mga lalabas sa mga quizzes, mga exams natin ay nandito sa book na ito. Supply office, okay? Our next lesson is all about psychology in art. Bakit natin kailangan pag-aralan ng psychology ng art? Siyempre, like what we've studied before, we are interpreting art, right? Tapos pag itong art na ito, when we are looking at it, we are thinking kung ano ang interpretation natin sa art na ito. That is why there is psychology in art, because psychology is all about the mind. So when we are interpreting art, when we are really viewing art as it is, with all its symbolic interpretations, we are using our mind. And that's why there are several psychological theories about art. The Gestalt theory. The Gestalt theory on art states that we have the natural tendency, we as humans, meron tayong natural tendency na buuin ng ideya sa mga art na ito. For example, if an artist is not there to explain the things in his or her artwork, we tend to put some meaning into it because it is the sum of all parts. This part and this part plus this part, it all comes into one particular image, and that is the idea of the Gestalt theory. Came from this Gestalt psychology, which is the wholeness of an idea that we are trying to construct in our mind. Sometimes our mind tries to complete the thought, and we are trying to connect all the different elements and all the different lines in our art, and from that we form our own theory. It's such a fine day, di ba? Parang the skies are blue, the clouds are white, and the grass is green. The buildings are like a bluish gray or something. You know, sa art, we are having different interpretations about the colors. You know? So, bawat kulay, it has a meaning to us. Well, it depends on the intention of the artist. Pero as a whole, may mga kahulugan itong mga kulay na ito. Ano nga ba ang ibig sabihin ng every color that we are using in art? Okay, first is the color white. Pag sinabi natin white, it's all about purity, it's all about cleanliness, it's all about being pure. Kaya nakita ninyo yung mga kinakasal is lalong-lalo na pag kinasal ka tapos hindi mo pa naranasan makipag loving. You are in pure white when you are pure, that you are going to the altar. So I'm hoping that some of you are going to the altar on a pure white tayo de boda. Blue, on the other hand, is the color of tranquility. It is relaxing, it is calm, it is cool. Blue is also the color of cold. It also signifies intelligence and communication. That is why when you are looking at the old logo of Twitter, hindi pa siya Exa, it's calming, it's relaxing. Facebook, it's relaxing. And that's why we are going to the beach sa mga blue seas, is because we are feeling relaxed, because as we all say, blue is the color of relaxation. Okay, the next color is yellow. When we say yellow, it's all about optimism, confidence, hope, and friendliness. Parang it's also the color of warmth, And when we talk about friendliness, we talk about warm, that warm feeling of knowing a friend, that warm feeling of being a friend. It is the color of heat. It is the color of gentle heat. Heat na init na hindi nakakasakit. That is yellow. It's comforting. Pag sinabi naman natin na red, now that is the color of heat. That is the color of passion, strength, power, reliability as well. And it is also about support and being serious, no? Sa mga Japanese anime, like for example, Bioman, Maskman, ganyan, the leader is usually in red. And right now, the Philippines is being led by a leader that likes red. So it implies leadership as well. So red is a very hot color, and it is something that you can use if you want to express strength. Violet. Violet is the color of royalty. Noong unang panahon, sobrang hirap makakuha ng dye ng violet. It is usually reserved for the kings, the queens, the prince and princesses. It also signifies sophistication, authenticity. So royal is the color of royalty is violet. So isa sa mga high class na kulay ang violet. When we talk about the color gray or silver, we are talking about being neutral. And it's about being sturdy, dependable, and classy, because silver is classy in itself, and it's a bit of a neutral because it's in the middle of black and white. What is the middle? Silver or gray. And then we have black. Black is the color of status. If you are having a mark, it's also the color of glamour, integrity, and stability. Kaya makikita mo lahat ng mga equipment natin, kulay black madalas, because when we are having black equipment, it means that it is stable. It is just there. Hindi siya masyado nasisira, and it's more on a status of a constant status of being stable. That's what black is all about. It's just there. And then we have pink. The color pink is about childhood. The color pink is about innocence. So when we say pink, it is something that is, in its early stages. Pink is not just ripe, and pink is also a glamorous color, but it is something more of a youthful look, and it's also about a fragrance. Pag sinabi mong pink, parang mabango. So what about you? What is your favorite color? You tell me in the comments. Isa pa na pag-uusapan natin is or are the compositional function of lines and shape. Mas na-flesh out dito yung idea about the Gestalt theory. Lahat ng mga bagay ay may mga meaning, not just colors. For example, we've got the half circle. When we talk about the half circle, usually nakikita natin yan sa iba't ibang mga painting and modern architecture. It symbolizes femininity, and because of its womb-like shape, since it has no corners, it also resonates eternity. Sometimes yung oval na yun. And in some art, like for example, socialism, there are different confrontation for the circle, and or the circle or the half circle, and it states about people's equality as well in the different artworks utilizing that symbolism. The other one is the triangle. Pag sinabi naman natin na triangle, it is when used in a composition, it suggests relationship. For example, in Leonardo da Vinci's Madonna of the Rocks, there is the triangle arrangement of the figures with the Madonna, and the apex suggests stability and inclination toward the central figure, which is the Madonna. The Madonna and then the kids over here. Now, lastly, we have the implied line. When we have an implied line or line movement, it is usually intentionally leading a viewer to a focal point of the subject matter, just like in these artworks. So that's it. That's the whole of our second lesson in art appreciation. And we will soon be moving into the history of the different art eras for our subject. Hope you had a great time doing all of your outputs and learning everything about art.